Hey guys, welcome back to another Diecast video. This one is, and I guess the next several are going to be some older cars, slightly older, 2014, all of them will be, because Plan B Sales a couple of weeks back I didn't know they had a Missouri warehouse, but they had a kind of a clean out sale of their Missouri warehouse, so if you got 6 or more cars, it was 50% off. I actually ended up getting 7, and the 7th one I got was kind of cheap anyway. You'll see what it is eventually, and I'll point it out. But for today, we have a Chase Elliott 2014 NASCAR Nationwide Series champion. I think I said 2014 car, 1/64 scale, obviously. Chase Elliott, Napa champion. And although the box is pretty standard, I think I will keep it because I do like the Nationwide Series champion logo. I know a lot of people keep all of the boxes. I honestly normally do not, especially the 1/64 scale boxes, because they're all generic to me. And usually the team logo, unless it's like a small team, usually the team logo isn't enough for me to keep it. But this, I like the champion logo, so I might keep this box. And some of the other boxes as well that I'll show off eventually. But anyway, without further ado, let's get this open. Okay, so here is the car. It is slightly heavier than Cup cars are because I'm not really sure why, but Nationwide cars, Xfinity cars always are slightly heavier in 1/64 scale anyway. As you can see, well, okay, we are focused now. Anyway, as you can see, this is a standard finish. It does have kind of, I don't know if it's a metal flake necessarily, but it has some sort of shiny like element to it. Kind of like a glitter, kind of like a metal flake. It's really hard to describe, but a lot of what other Napa cars seem to have as well in their dark blue here, which obviously is the main color of today's diecast. You have the front splitter in a very bright yellow. I noticed that, oh, I was going to say I noticed that there's no playoff banners, but it's like 2014 they didn't have playoffs, so it's like that makes sense. So scratch that. But other than the splitter, you see above that there's a little bit darker shade of yellow, obviously a more Napa-like yellow. And that kind of turns into kind of spikes almost. It goes kind of separates somewhere in the wheel, and then you have one yellow stripe goes through the number, kind of leads up here, gets a little fatter, then ends right in front of the rear wheel. Then there's another part of that yellow that kind of spikes out and thins out and ends a little bit in front of that. Then above that, there's this red line right above the front number here, and it kind of squiggles its way and goes right on top of the number, not on top, but like on the top of it, and then makes straight up into the passenger side window. Then you have this red line that goes straight across, kind of ends right there. You have these 3 gray lines right above these sponsors here as well. But anyway, this red line I think is different, unless this red line is supposed to be going through those, I don't know, but it kind of forms a weird shape here behind that wheel. Then you have rookie stripes and stuff. You have the Camaro decals, all the standard stuff. And that's pretty much the paint scheme. The numbers you have are white with, I guess that's a little bit of blue surrounding that, and then red and then yellow. You see NASCAR Nationwide Series champion instead of the number on the roof. Some people don't like these commemorative ones. I'd rather have race versions, and as much as I do love and appreciate race versions, I also like these commemorative ones. These are pretty cool to get as well. And that's commemorative stuff is kind of the theme of what I was getting when I bought all these cars from Plan B. So just so you know, I also see a Rookie of the Year logo right there in the contention C's as well, because he won the Rookie of the Year same year he won the championship. So anyway, on to sponsors. We have Napa Auto Parts, Great Clips, Racing Electronics, kind of a weird place to put that. Rocky Ridge, whatever Rocky Ridge is. Mac Tools, I think Sage Fruit, I think that is. And Bosch. Here on the C post, we have Valvoline and Exalta. On the B post, we have Safety Clean, couldn't tell you what the rest of those were. Yeah, but his name on the name rail is his Twitter account. On the back, you have Napa Know-How. On the deck lid, Napa Auto Parts, and Napa Know-How on the roof. You also actually have a banner here. I was going to say a name banner, but this is kind of confusing because in real life, the name would be on the back. This is just Nationwide on the front. Actually, wasn't there a time? This might have been the time where they didn't have names, because I know when they were first starting the name rail thing, I've seen Cup, they had the last name of the driver on the front, but in Nationwide, it was Nationwide, but they hadn't quite figured out a name rail on the back. So for Nationwide cars, there was no name at all. It was just Nationwide. But anyway, other than that's pretty much it. Pretty cool championship car. Like I said, I have some 164s to show off from that sale, so definitely won't be starved for content. So anyway, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.